Hello, welcome back. I'm going to run you through the 7-step transformation system. So the first one, I'll just write this down for you, is life analysis. Now the first thing with life analysis is it's a little bit like a life stock take. Now a lot of people in their businesses that they own or work for will do a stock take. Once a year that's done generally. But how often is it done in your life? And many people will say they've never done it. So the very, very first step in the transformation system is taking stock of your life. That is, why are you where you are right now? And it's because of all the habits, the beliefs, the patterns that go before that, right back to the very beginning. So the very first thing before we can do anything else is to know exactly why you are where you are right now and where you are right now. So this is the life analysis, and it's a very, very important step. And I tell you what, most people never ever do it. Their whole life, they've never taken stock of their life. Very important step, number one. Number two, the next one is define your masterpiece. Your masterpiece is that thing that you want to do in life. It's your goals. Now, you may already know what your goals are, which is great, and so it's time to define them. Get them really crystal clear in your imagination. Or if you have no idea what your goals are and what your masterpiece is, it's time to get that, because it's very difficult to move on in life when you don't know where you're going. And your masterpiece is where you're going. Next one. The next one is remove trapped emotions. Now these are the emotions that aren't expressed. We have a load of emotions and they're all there for a very good purpose. Even the ones that society doesn't always accept, such as sadness, pain, hurt, anger, and many others that society doesn't always say you are okay about expressing that. So a lot of the time at a very young age we suppress those. And some people go through their entire life without crying, without feeling that sadness enough to cry, or going through their whole life not expressing anger in a wholesome way. And many other emotions. Some people even trap those emotions of joy and love and never get to really experience those because they're suppressed. It's very, very important in this step to release those emotions in a really wholesome way. A way that doesn't hurt you or others or anything else. And there's definitely methods to do that. And it's very, very important. These are the things that cause people to become very ill if they're not expressed. Or they can actually explode inappropriately and do terrible damage. But there is a way to do it. That's a wholesome way to express those emotions so you are a balanced person with your emotions. They all have a use. They are all important. And we need to honor that. Okay, next one. The next one is transforming your significant events. These are all the things that have happened in the past that leave quite an impression on you and change the way you do things moving on. So there might have been something that happened to you as a child or a teenager that changes the way you interact with people now. It could change the way you choose your partner. It could change the way, how you believe in yourself and whether you go out for that job and really go for it, or whether you step up when you need to, whether you have confidence. Those significant events can rule us if they are not released, if they are not healed. So it's very, very important it's very, very important step to be able to transform those significant events from the past. Next one. The next step is reconfigure your beliefs. Now your beliefs are like a filter that you see the world through, and these can start at a very early age where you might believe something to be true that actually isn't. And that's a really good question to ask yourself. What is true? What do you believe to be true that actually isn't true? So you might have a belief about yourself or the world or many other things that aren't actually even true. But then we go and live our life by it. Trapped by these beliefs. And they are just a filter that we see the world through. Our beliefs are also to something that can be given to us at a very early age that aren't ours anyway. Maybe a significant person, such a parent or a sibling or a teacher or peers, said something at a very early age. And that belief ended up becoming something that you live your life by. And it wasn't even yours to begin with. So this is a very, very important step as well. Okay, next one. Rule your non-actions. There's a lot out there in the personal development scene that tells you to take action, take action, take action. And I really want us to look now at what we're not doing rather than what we are doing. It's something that's often overlooked. I love this step because what are those things that you don't do that if you did would completely change your life? And these are your non-actions. Once you rule your non-actions, taking action is a whole lot easier. Okay, next one. This one is automate empowering habits. Now we all have habits, and many of them are good habits. And a habit is something that you repeatedly do until it becomes completely unconscious. An example of this is brushing your teeth. We brush our teeth, you don't actually even think, you're not sitting there thinking, I'm going to brush the left one on the third on the bottom. No, you're probably daydreaming, thinking about something else while you're brushing your teeth. And you know at the end of it, you've brushed all your teeth. It doesn't take any energy either because you've been thinking about something else. It happens automatically. Now, there's other habits in your life that may not be so supportive of you. And they're kind of trapped there. So what we want to do is to completely take charge of that and automate empowering habits. So changing those habits that aren't so empowering to us to ones that are, that actually enrich your life and get you going to where you're going, to your masterpiece. And once we've done that with our habits and once they've become a habit through repetition, you don't even need to think about it. You just find yourself eating those healthy foods. You just find yourself going for that run or exercising. You just find yourself drinking water instead of something else. You just find yourself not wanting that coffee because it's automatic. And it takes very little energy out of the system once you automate those beautiful, empowering habits. So this is the 7-step transformation system that has been a great pleasure for me to share this with you today, and I really hope that you get a lot from this. Take these notes down, write them down, and please let me know if there's anything else that I can help you with, and transform your life. Thank you very much.